Hello student, welcome to all of you once again in the class of SYBCom Marketing Management 1. In our previous session, we had seen the basic introduction, meaning, definition of marketing management, nature and scope of marketing management, the detailed functions of marketing management, components of marketing management, and the philosophies of marketing management. In our today's session, the remaining part of this unit we are going to see. So let's move on the study content first. So these are the study content of our today's session. I have to read all the study content one by one. Number one is marketing characteristics in Indian context. Number two is marketing management process. So we have to cover all the study content in our today's session. So let's move on the next slide. So student, this is another one important concept which comes under the elements of marketing management. The concept is marketing characteristics in Indian context. The characteristics of marketing keeping in the mind of Indian market scenario is given below. Number one is limited income. The Indian markets, due to its developing nature, are plugged with limited income. The majority of the buyers below to low income groups. Therefore, the marketing strategies need to be aligned to his very important characteristics of Indian market. The saving rate are much higher when compared to developed economies. Therefore, the buyers are more prone to purchasing things after setting aside a part of their income as a saving. It is for this reason that the buyers in developed countries purchase super-sized products, whereas in Indian people still buy smaller packets like shampoo sachets instead of bottles. Number two is culture-oriented purchases. Indian buyers are largely influenced by their cultures. Therefore, it is important that the marketing strategies are made keeping these very important characteristics in mind. One very successful example of understanding these characteristics is that of KFC. This is the fast food chain from America, and as the name suggests, only cater chicken fast food items. However, they have Indian as an exception, and along with kitchen they have also a menu for vegetarian food. By doing this, they are able to cater to larger customer base and also at the same time respect Indian culture which has a huge strict vegetarian population. Number 3 is youthful purchasing. This is a marketing characteristics again very peculiar to the Indian market. Due to its developing nature, there is a fast emerging middle class that consists of majority youths that have recently passes out of colleges and have been able to secure highly paid jobs in multinational companies. Therefore, the marketing strategy should be such that it connects with the youth effectively while only 24% while only 21% of US population is under the age of 14 years. This figure is 33% in India. Therefore, all the strategies made should be aligned keeping in the mind needs of the youth. A young population creates markets for the education, games, entertainment, fast food, cafes, fashions, magazines, foods, beauty products, music, and other products and services. Therefore, the strategy should be made to cater these services. Next one is number 4, weak distribution channel. In India, there is still a huge population that resides in the rural areas. Therefore, the marketing strategies should be made keeping this fact in mind. A market of 600 million is locked in India's villages, 42% of which have population of less than 500 with weak connection to the outside world. The lack of media, roadways, and electricity creates seemingly imperable barriers. Some villages don't have retail outlets at all, and some distribution opportunities, such as market days or carnivals, are temporary in nature. Therefore, the distribution channel is weak and the products may not reach to the end customer in time if the marketing strategy does not consider these characteristics of the Indian market. Next one is changing markets. Due to the dynamic nature of the Indian market, the needs are constantly changing. Therefore, the marketing strategies need to be well aware of the changing needs and accordingly fill the requirement gap. Rising income and improved economic conditions result in changing consumer habits and society itself, creating predictable shifts such as the increasing empowerment of women as these markets mature. Therefore, these markets present new challenges and opportunity at each stage of their development, and marketing strategies needs to be prepared keeping all the market shifts in mind. And last one is poor infrastructure. The infrastructure available in the Indian markets are very poor. The pace of which cities are developing it has put strain on the existing facilities and the urban infrastructure. At the same time, majority of the rural areas face the issue of transportation networks which are non-existent, power failures are frequent, clean water and sanitization are often lacking, etc. Therefore, the marketing strategy needs to be adapting itself all these problems of Indian markets and accordingly make the strategy to meet the consumers' demand. The next concept is process of marketing management. This is the last concept of our unit number 1, that is elements of marketing management. The marketing management process can be defined as the process of planning and executing the conception, pricing, promotion, and distribution of goods, services, and ideas to create exchanges with target groups that satisfying customers and organizational objectives. The following major steps are involved in the process of marketing management. I have to read and explain all of these stages in detail. Number 1 is market analysis. The first and important step in the marketing management process is market opportunity analysis. This is the best and most important planning step in this process. Basically, organization examine the environment looking for the business opportunities. This basically includes two things: recognizing wider products market that may assure opportunity, and then splitting this larger products market into the small sub-markets known as a market segmentation. In market segments, customers with similar requirements and buying behavior are separated. Depending on these similarities, organizations develop specifically targeted marketing strategies that have a higher chance of serving the unique customer requirements in these segments. Usually, a larger product market can be divided into multiple market segments. Number 2 is selection of target market. All segments will not be similarly attractive to marketers. Due to this reason, alternative market segment must be examined carefully before the selection. This is the second step in the marketing management process known as market targeting or selection of target market. Market targeting involves selecting one or more market segment to serve. However, it is a bit more difficult than this. Generally, a fairly detailed analysis is done on each market segment to plan profit potential. Number 3 is product positioning. The third step in marketing management process is known as product positioning. In the various steps, once the target market is selected, next logical step is to decide how product should be positioned to these markets. In other words, it should be decided how the product is perceived by target market corresponding to competitors and potential benefits that customer wants in this type of product. This is the image building step. It is the image of the products or service that the market has. This is a very important step as the developing the right position in due course determines the success or failure of the product. Next one is developing marketing mix. The next step in the marketing management process is developing the desired market position. The marketing mix consists of 4 P's like product, price, promotion, and place. These are the tools that organizations implement to create the desired market position and manage demand for the product in the marketplace. And last process is implementation and control. The above steps are main planning steps involved in building the organization's marketing plan. This plan basically becomes the communication tool that is used to implement these marketing plans. The marketing plan also has implementation and control activities built into it. The marketing plan should not only discuss the plan but also how the organization intends to make things happen and what to do if things go wrong. Thus, this is the last step involving the implementation of the plan and control over the adverse situations if created. So student, in this lecture I had covered the marketing characteristics in Indian context and the detailed procedure of marketing management. In our next lecture, I am going to start the unit number 2, marketing strategy and consumer behavior. Thank you.